Hi! Hello again mga mukhang people! Bella Mingming is back for another informative video. So this video po is about the things that you are going to expect and the documents that you're going to expect or do when you arrive in the United States. So it's been a while since I had a video like this because I was so lazy. Okay, so first is when I arrived here like Saturday. Friday. I arrived here Friday. And then, pagka Monday, I received an email from the SSA email. Mail. I received a mail from the SSA. So, they send my social security card with, of course, my social security number. Kasi nga, diba, my card. So, there. And then, imagine 2 days lang, after ng pagdating ko dito. Siguro if it wasn't weekend, pagka tomorrow, nandito na yun. So, there. So, it's like, I arrived here Friday, pagka Monday, nakuha ko yung mail from the SSA ng Social Security card ko. So, nandun. And then, may nagkaroon ng problem because my name, my middle name was not written completely. So, instead na Minggita, yung nakalagay doon is Minggu lang. So, nawala yung 3 letters doon. So, we were thinking, baka na hindi kumasya. Lalong-lalo na kapag siguro mataas yung first name mo. Yung first name ko kasi 10 letters. Tapos, 8 letters yung middle name ko. Tapos, yung sa husband ko, 6 letters. So, we were thinking, maybe hindi lang siya kumasya, baka talagang ganun yun. So, what we did is, we called the SSA, meron naman doon, tapos sabi, kailangan daw namin pumunta personally, there in their office. So, we went to Orlando, we had an appointment, we went directly to Orlando, wala kaming appointment noon, so hindi kami nakapasok. Kailangan pala may appointment, because they don't accept mga walk-in. So, we went there the second time. The second time, we already have our appointment, and then we went directly to the 3rd floor, yata yun. And then, may counter doon, nakalagay naman kung anong counter ka, kasi may bibigay na number. And then, they asked what's the problem, so we told them about it, that my middle name is not written completely. So, kulang siya ng 3 letters. So, they gave us a form. Mag-fill up ka ulit what you need to make sure na ma-fill up mo yung part na what should be in your card, yung nakalagay sa card. So, ganun. But you can ask you can always ask the teller naman, because they are approachable. They will tell you what you missed about this. So they will ask you again. I want, my name is this, and that. So dapat ganun yung nakalagay. Tapos ipapakita sa iyo yung monitor kung i-check mo kung tama ang spelling and the birthday. That's the most important thing. The spelling of your name and your birthday. And then after a week, after that, we waited again for a week, and then na-receive ko yung aking social security na kompleto na, yung name at the same pa rin yung number, social security number, pero yung name ko is complete na siya. So, next is yung aking green card. Yan, pinaka-exciting kasi pag nakuha mo na yung green card mo, pwede ka na magtrabaho ganon. And so, pero ako hindi pa ako nagtatrabaho kasi I'm a full-time housewife and I'm happy. Okay, so, after 7 weeks, after po ng 7 weeks, pagdating ko dito, sinerch namin, when can we supposedly, dapat kailan dapat mo ma-receive yung green card mo. Kasi yung nakalagay, yung sinabi kasi sa akin sa immigration doon, sa pagdating ko dito, sabi niya, your green card will be delivered to you 2 to 6 weeks. So, 6 weeks na, we're already nervous kasi wala pang green card. wala pa kaming na-receive. What if sa ibang, sa ibang mailbox na nalagay or whatsoever. Pero wala rin naman sa electronic mail na sinend na. So, we were like, oh, sige, we're going to wait first for another week. If there's none, then we will call the embassy or immigration something. Pero, good thing, on the 7th week, na-receive po namin ang aking green card. And I'm so happy. And then, another problem exists when we receive the green card. Yes po, parang happy ko pa doon. Yes, may problem po ang aking green card. And the same problem as it is in the Social Security. Ang aking middle name po ay Ming na lang. Ming. Kulang po pa rin ng letters. Hindi po siya complete. So, parang, oh my God, ang layo pa naman ng embassy or immigration. Na-verify po namin yun na it's okay lang pala na hindi yung green card, hindi siya fully nakalagay yung name as long as yung sa likod ng ID. Wait, I'm going to get it. Bawal daw ipakita, sabi ng husband ko. Kasi yung nakalagay first name, ganyan, last name, ganyan. Yung middle name ko, hindi siya complete. Pero yung code naman na nandun sa likod ng card, yung code na nandito sa baba, complete naman yung name ko. So, hindi na muna kami nagpanic ng sobra-sobra. So, yung nangyari, Social Security, ganun yung nangyari. So, yung next is yung sa green card, ganun din yung nangyari. So, next na ginawa namin is, kasi hindi ko pwedeng dalhin palagi sa wallet ko yung Social Security card at yung green card ko, which I should hide it safely. Hindi ko siya dapat laging dinadala. Kasi what if mawala ko yung wallet ko? O, nandun yung green card ko, diba? So, yung mangyayari, kailangan kong kumuha ng residence ID, yung state ID. So, kumuha ko ng Florida identification card para may ID ako for Florida. So, yung kukunin nyo po ito yung sa DMV, yung kung saan ka kukuha ng driver's license. Okay. So, yung Florida ID ko, yung residence ID card ko, kumuha po kami para may ID ako na nandito ako. Para may lagi akong dala na ID, na state ID. So, ito po yung aking ID. Ay, charot. Hindi po pwedeng ipakita. So, this is my ID. Ganyan, ayan. That's my face. Okay, it's a Florida ID. Ganon. Yung kailangan po is yung green card, yung passport, kasi titingnan nila yung visa. Yun po yung kailangan. Tapos yung Social Security card, kasi titingnan nila yung Social Security number. Next is yung 2 documents mail na to indicate na dyan ka nakatira sa address na yan. So, yung sa akin po, yung dinala kong mail is yung mail ng Social Security at yung mail ng green card. So, mayroon na akong dalawa. At saka yung mail ng bank, if ever, need pa nila ng more. Pero yung kailangan kasi 2 lang. As long as yung pangalan mo, tapos yung address mo in that mail. So, para makita nila na dyan yung, dyan ka talaga nakatira. Kasi kailangan yun. Next is, kailangan din ng ID. Yung Philippine ID ko, dinala ko. They asked for 2 also, na Philippine ID. At, good thing, kung meron po kayong driver's license ng Philippines, makakakuha, mas maganda po kasi kapag kukuha ka na ng driver's license sa kanila, yung mangyayari is hindi ka na mag-a-attend sa 2 na seminars or na 4-hour seminars or yung mga seminars may mai-skip kang step doon. So, as of now, hindi pa po ako kumukuha ng driver's license kasi I still need to review kasi may exam. So, yung mangyayari, kukuha muna ng student license or yung learner's driver's license. Kailangan ko mag-review. So, binigyan ako nila ng ganito. Kailangan mong i-review. Nag-review din ako online. Ganyan, para masiguro natin papasa tayo. And then, so, balik tayo yung sa residence ID ko. Yung sa Florida ID ko. Yung maganda is naging gold na. Ayan. Gold star. It's hard. Sabi ng husband ko, it took siya at saka yung ibang kasama nila sa work, it took them like 2 years to have a gold star. And ako, it's like, pag gold star kasi, ibig sabihin, fully verified ka na. Kapag nag-expire to, diba, 10 years yata to. Pag 8 years. Pag nag-expire to, pupunta ka doon ulit, magdadala ka na naman ng the same requirements, yung social security, yung ID, yung passport, kailangan mong dalhin. Pero dahil gold star na ako, I just need this card. And hindi ko na kailangan magdala ng iba pang documents. Diba? And then, my husband was really amazed because, oh my God, you got already a gold star. That direct. At doon din namin na-verify na yung name ko sa green card. Kasi diba hinihingi. And then we asked, we tell them, this is my other ID yung sa driver's license ko and my professional ID yung sa PRC na that is my middle name. But it's not spelled out correctly or may kulang sa green card. And then she said, oh wait, I'm going to verify. And usually, it's really like that when your name is really long, you will really expect that there is missing last parts of your name. Sabi naman, ganon, sabi. Dahil doon, i-verify niya. So, she like something. And then she said, oh, this is fine. You don't need to worry about the card. You don't need to go to the immigration just to verify this one because based on the website, your name is complete, it's verified, maybe it's just won't fit in the card when they print it. So she said they encountered a lot of things like that, especially when the names are 3 words sa mga name, ganon. Yung pag mataas yung mga name, ganyan, you will really expect that there is missing part, the last parts of your names are missing. So, ganun daw talaga yun. So, that's why I have this like ID. Yes, may ID na po ako. I will go back there when I am ready to take the driver's license exam, kasi may exam. Ito lang yung kailangan kong dalhin. I don't need to bring any other documents. This one and the Philippine driver's license. Yun lang po yung kailangan. So those are the documents or IDs that you can receive or you are going to get when you arrive here in the United States. So social security card, 2 days ko lang po nakuha after I arrived here. And then yung green card ko, 7 weeks. After 7 weeks nakuha ko siya. And then yung state ID, nakuha ko siya agad. When we go there, process lang, you will just wait for a few minutes and then your card is ready. Very, very convenient. So, that's it. I'm going to update pag hindi ako masyadong lazy. Sige, thank you so much mga mukhang people and welcome to the United States.